Hi, this is Eric Algarín. I want to share with you 6 lessons that have really helped me accomplish many things during my entrepreneurship throughout the time that I've been doing it online. Now, I'm going to share with you 6 lessons that have helped me personally. I know there's got to be more than six. You probably have different six that have helped you conquer, or you probably think that you have three and maybe you're not going to find it here. I just need you to understand that even though you could probably have different six different lessons that have helped you or you think are going to help you reach different things or accomplishment in entrepreneurship or your business, I need you to understand and keep an open mind that my 6 lessons are going to be different than yours lessons as well, because we all have different kinds of business or different routes that we take, but we always want to accomplish the same main goal, which is to be able to own our own business. So while I share this with you, I want you to keep an open mind. I have it written right here, so I won't forget what I'm sharing with you. I want you to keep an open mind to what I'm going to discuss and really auto evaluate yourself in order for you to see what you're doing or what you need, or can you identify your mentality with what I'm going to discuss here. This is 6 lessons that have helped me personally to accomplish the next step in entrepreneurship. So I just want to share with you, if you would like to have a paper and pencil or a pen for you to write it down. I mean, this is a video. You can go back and forth however many times you want, but I just want to share with you. So let's just go ahead and get started. I want to take too much of your time. Thank you for visiting our website, and I hope that you can find as much as information as you need and different topics that we offer. So let's get started. Number one, on the 6 lessons to be a successful entrepreneur and the mentality that you need is no one will give you permission ever. Okay, and this is something very important because we are always used to asking permission for everything that we do. Since we were a kid, since we were a child, we always have to ask permission if you wanted to have a conversation with an adult. Remember the conversations between parents? You always have to say, excuse me, can I ask a question? Excuse me, can I comment on something? Or maybe you were in school, you had to raise your hand. If you were at work, you had to wait until you had the opportunity to speak. See, we were used to, or we still are used to, asking permission to do certain things. If you work for somebody else, you just can't do whatever is in your mind. You got to go through a series of chain of commands if you have an idea on how to make the business better, even though it's not your business. So an entrepreneur, no one is ever going to give you permission. You have to take action on that you have in your mind. Whatever you have in your mind, you have to move forward. You have to take action because no one's going to give you permission. We live in a society right now where a lot of people are not helping each other, where if you have an idea, you have to go and do it and conquer and find that information yourself, and do not wait for no one to give you an approval. The reason we ask for permission is to see if other people are thinking like us. Sometimes we have an idea and unfortunately we're scared to move forward because we think, well, maybe the idea is not going to work, or maybe this business is not going to work. Maybe I don't have what it takes to be successful. And that is exactly why you're asking permission. You're asking permission for the simple reason that if you failed, then you can put the guilt on somebody else and not yourself. Or you can say, well, you know what? I had this type of business in my mind, but a lot of people told me it's not going to work, so I'm not going to move forward. And then you get to the point where you start to think should have, could have, would have. And that is too late when you start to think. Remember, there are 6 billion people in this world, and I believe there's even more now, that are always thinking on how to be an entrepreneur. So if you have an idea and it's unique, or for a business, whether it's in your city, whether it's in your county, whether it's in your state, you need to take action very quickly because you're not the only person thinking on how to be successful. Remember, no one's going to give you permission. If you go to somebody else, a lot of people are going to tell you, well, I don't think you should build a business because the way society is right now, it's not going to work. It's not really going to move forward. You're going to spend a whole lot of money. I wouldn't risk it. And you know what? You're discussing your project with the wrong people. So I'm telling you right now, I give you permission to move forward on your business. I give you permission to go and make your dream come true and make your dream reality. Stop being tied to a place, stop being tied to a workroom, to a cubicle, to 4 walls, and start to expand in reality what it is that you want to accomplish, which is your ultimate goal. So if you're asking for permission, I'm giving you permission right now to build your business. I'm giving you permission. You know what? Don't ask anybody. Just move forward. The worst thing that can happen is that the business that you have right now or that you're thinking does not work. But you know what? I guarantee you that from the moment that you start this one, even if you succeed or fail, you are going to build another business and you're going to think about other ways and you're going to think about other business. You know why? Because that is the mentality of an entrepreneur. But because you took the step forward, now your mind is easy to explore new ideas. So number one is no one's ever going to give you permission. So I'm giving it to you right now, give you permission to move forward. Okay. Number two, you need to understand that you can't do it by yourself. And this is something that is very important. You need to understand you cannot do it by yourself. You're going to need either people, you're going to need either software, tools for you to be successful, like the video you're watching right now. If you have an idea, if you want a business, you cannot do it by yourself. You need to be able to understand that you need to get resources. You need to be coachable. Okay. Another thing is that you have to act the part. Even if you're not a multi-million-dollar business, you need to act like you're a multi-million-dollar business and think that your business is already up in that level. And this is something very important. A lot of people go with one mentality, then this is the way to do it. This is the right way to do it. When in reality, you're surrounded by people that can guide you to the best place and to guide you to be successful. That in reality, you don't have to go through this alone, but that God gives you instruments for you to surround around people that can take you to the next level, that could help you succeed. So you need to understand that you cannot do it alone. Maybe you need a virtual assistant. There are many businesses out there that employ 2, 3, even one virtual assistant. And these people are overseas, and there are many websites that you can go and get them. You have elance.com, you have odesk.com. You can get good quality work per hour from different people from around the world. And once you have a team of 2 or 3 that you're not spending a whole lot of money working for you. Okay, so you need to understand that you need to have the right software. Now, there are many free tools online that are available for you. You just have to take the time and research. Okay, so number 2, you can't do it by yourself. All right. Number 3 is you can't avoid selling. A lot of people want a business, but they really don't have the character or the attitude or the face to go and stand in front of people and sell their products, services, information, whatever it is that their product is. You need to understand that any business that you build will require for you to sell. So you need to understand that if you need to have the mentality of a salesperson. You need to have the mentality of a go-getter. You need to have a mentality of a person that likes to have conversation and likes to share his product. Remember, you have to have passion for what you're offering. If you don't have passion for what you're offering, nobody's going to have passion for you. Okay, that's something that you need to do on your own. That is something that requires for every entrepreneur is for you to have a selling mentality. You have to be able to project to others the passion that you have inside and what the product, service, or information that you have will help them accomplish things. Remember, as a salesperson and as a business person, the only thing you're doing is that you are providing a solution to a particular need. Okay, there is a need and you're going to fulfill that need. In order for you to do that, you need to convey the message. Okay, so remember, all entrepreneurs need to be salespeople. Now you're probably saying, Eric, I'm not a salesperson. When you find the passion behind your business, trust me, you're going to want everyone talking about your product, service, or information. So it's something that's going to come natural. If you don't have the passion to talk to other people, if you don't feel like talking to other people, maybe the product, service, or information that you're offering is not the right one, because passion creates a sense of urgency for you to tell everyone else. Okay, we do it all the time. We recommend people to go see a movie. We recommend people to go to restaurants. We recommend people on product, services, information. We recommend people to go to hotels. We recommend people to go to different airlines and use the airlines, resorts around the world. We do it all the time. Why? Because when you were there, you were passionate about the moment that you were living. And the same thing here goes with your product, service, or information. Okay, so you have to remember that if you want to be a successful entrepreneur, you have to be able to sell. Okay, and if you don't know how to sell, you have to be able to be coachable. Going to step number 2, meaning that you can't do it alone. If you can't sell, then you can't do your business by yourself, because then you need an actual business person. All right. Number 4, Uh, what got you here won't get you there. Okay. Now this is very simple. It's the same thing. You have to be coachable. The methods that you're using right now and got you to open your business is not the same method that you may continue to use or that you can use in order for your business to go to the next level. You have to understand that you have to evolve just like the world is evolving. You have to be able to understand that your customers' sense of purchasing your service, product, or information are not the same. There are you can't talk to a senior citizen the same way that you will reach a young audience, teenagers or young adults. You need to understand that the same methods that are here today are not going to be here tomorrow. For example, many years ago, it was advertising through direct mail, advertising through billboards, advertisement through newspapers was a big hit. But now, if you're not advertising in social media, in reality, your business is not going to expand. It can expand, but it's going to take longer because all those other methods are becoming obsolete. So maybe what got you in business 40, 30, 20 years ago, even 10 years ago, is not the same way that you can market your business today. You have to be able to grow according to the globalization of the world. Everything is changing. Technology is changing. It changes every single day. The mentality of people shopping, their behavior when they shop for things, products, and information is changing. So you have to make sure that you keep up to date with what's happening in the world and understand that what got you successful yesterday is not going to get you successful today. So you have to make sure that you understand your clients, that you understand the product that you're selling or offering, and is it currently meeting the needs of people? Is it currently meeting the needs of your current clients? If not, it is time to evolve and offer something else. Okay. So remember, what got you here won't get you there. We need to be able to understand that. All right. Number 5, I believe we're in number 5. And this is very important. I love this one. If you don't have haters, you're doing something wrong. Okay. People are always going to criticize what you do. People are always going to criticize what you're offering. People are going to criticize your thoughts, your thinking, your business. They're going to criticize the best idea that you can have. They're going to criticize it. You know why? Because they don't have the character or the courage to do it themselves. People that criticize it are the people that are thinking, how come this did not happen to me? How come I didn't think about this? How come this does not come to my mind? And you know why? Because you came up with it, because you have an excellent idea and you just happen to share that information. Then you're going to have haters that are going to criticize everything that you do. That's why you have to be careful who you discuss your projects with and your businesses with and your ideas with. You have to be careful with that. If you are planning on bringing someone to the business, you need to make up a contract, confidentiality agreement to make sure that everything stays here in the company, in the organization, and that you're able to brainstorm. But if you are discussing your project with other people, there are two things that are going to happen. They're going to discourage you. And number two, that could probably be the worst, is that they can probably take your idea and run with it. So that is something that we really do not want to do here in your business, excuse me. So remember, if you don't have haters, you're doing something wrong. That is something that we need to understand, and it's something that you should not take it personal. Just think that you are just being a different kinds of person that is able to do all kinds of things, that are able to explore, and do not get held back by anyone, any comment. Remember, the more they push you, the more you get higher into the top. Okay. So number 6 and the last one, nothing is in your way, just you. 99% is your mindset for you to be successful and to open your business. So the only thing holding you back is not your critics, it's not society, it's not the world, it's not the government, it's not anybody, it is you. You are the one that have the idea. You are the one that wants to do your business. You are the one that wants to be successful. You are the one that want a different lifestyle for you and your family. Then you are in control. Nobody else is in control. You, with God, can do anything you want to do as long as you put your mind to it. So you need to understand, this is something that I commented a few days ago, is that 50,000 to 60,000 thoughts run through our head each and every day. But only 5% of those are new thoughts. The rest of them are thoughts that you had yesterday. So if you want to have a new thought today, then what you're thinking about yesterday, what you thought about yesterday, it needs to get done. Don't let nobody else push you to a place you don't want to be at. Push yourself to the limit. And if you want to be successful, there are sacrifices that you need to take. And one of them is procrastination. Okay, if you procrastinate, you're not going to get anything done. If you want to be successful, you have to think and act now. You cannot think about it twice. You cannot think about it 3 times, or you cannot say, well, whenever I am set up, or whenever I have the finances, or whenever I have the opportunity, or whenever my family settle, or whenever I have everything paid off. No, that is not the mentality. If you want a business, it's because you want financial freedom. So you can't wait for you to have financial freedom in order for you to open your business. You need to start now. People have been successful in their worst conditions. So what makes you think you're going to be different? You have to be able to go outside of your box and move forward into what it is that God wants for you. I hope that this has been a great blessing. I know that this has helped me a lot. It's 6 lessons that have helped me personally. And to make sure I have it all right here, let me just recap. Number 1, no one will give you permission ever. All right. Number 2, you can't do it by yourself. Number 3, you cannot avoid selling. All right. Number 4, what got you here won't get you there. Number 5, if you don't have haters, you're doing something wrong. All right. So remember, if you have people hating you, you're on the right track. Number 6, nothing is in your way, just you. All right. It is your mindset. I hope that this helps you. I know it's going to be a blessing. I know that if you take this, you can cherish it and you can make it yours and own it just like I did. Remember, this is only 6 that I have here, but you probably have 10, 15, 20, even probably 1 that just takes you over the top. So if you have any questions, be more than happy to answer them and talk to you. So if you want to comment on our website, email me, comment below this video, whatever you want to do, I'm more than willing to help you out. So I hope it's a great blessing. Thank you so much for visiting our website, ericalgarin.com. And I hope to see you around in other videos that I will be making. All right. God bless and much success.